Hey guys, so today I'm filming my monthly makeup basket for February and I'm so excited. I have a ton of things in this makeup basket, more than usual, so I'm excited about that. And before I get into it, I wanted to make one announcement. So in case you haven't seen the video, I am doing a giveaway of this Twisted Silver Archery bracelet. So I will have that video linked down below. Make sure you go check it out if you want a chance to win. The rules are very, very simple. So this giveaway will be ending soon. So you definitely want to go down to that video and enter so you can get a chance to win this gorgeous bracelet from Twisted Silver. Now on to the monthly makeup basket. So I forgot to mention it last time, but in my December favorites, I took some time to mention my tips for creating a successful makeup basket. I will have that video linked down below in case you would like to hear about those tips, and you'll also hear why I chose to do a monthly makeup basket and how I choose my products. So check out that video for more information, and hopefully it will help you with your monthly makeup basket. And now just jumping right into it with the face products. So I have a ton of complexion products this month, mostly because there are some things that I will be finishing up soon, so I'm having a backup product for when the other one runs out. So for primers, I have a few. First, I have my NYX Angel Veil for all over my face. Then I have the Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer. This has lasted me a really long time. This was a pretty generous sample and you only need a little bit, and this is how much I have left of that. So when I finish this, which I think might take a week or two, I'm going to move on to my deluxe sample of the Benefit Porefessional. So for foundation, I have two. One I'm going to be using on my filming days, and one is going to be the one that I'm wearing on my work days. So on my filming days, I'm going to be using the Revlon Colorstay Whipped in the shade 150 Buff. I want to use this up. It isn't my favorite foundation, and usually when I film, I'm not doing anything else that day, so I don't want to use all of my nice expensive makeup for the 1 hour that I film. So I'll be using this on my filming days, and then on my work days I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo foundation. I will have a first impression of this coming up soon, so stay tuned for that, and this is the shade Light 44. So for concealer, I also have quite a few. For my blemishes, I'm going to be using the MAC Pro Longwear in NC15. Then I have 3 different products for my under eyes. 2 are products that I'm trying to use up, and 1 is a new product that I'm testing out. So I'm going to be rotating through all 3 of these. The new product is the Maybelline Master Conceal in the shade Fair. I'm wearing it on my under eyes today, so I want to test this out more so I can get back to you with my thoughts on it. And then the 2 products that I'm trying to use up would be the NYX Dark Circle Corrector in the shade Fair, which I have hit a little bit of pan on, which is pretty exciting. And the other one is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the Neutralizer shade. I have a decent amount of this left. This is the more yellow tone, which would be great, except it's a little bit too dark for me, so it doesn't do a super good job of highlighting, so I want to use this up and get it out of my collection. So moving on to powder, I have a couple different options as well. For my under eyes, I have a combo that I'm going to be using a drugstore product and a high-end product. The drugstore product I will be using is this Wet n Wild Fergie Mattifying Take on the Day powder. This is my second one of these. I had another one of these, I think about this time last year, and I actually really enjoyed it. This is a great dupe for the NARS Translucent Crystal Light Reflecting Setting Powder. So this is a great drugstore dupe of that. So I put that down first, and then I put a little bit of MAC Emphasized Shaping Powder. I don't want to wear this on its own because it can certainly look really white, and even though I am quite pale, it can show up super white. So I set with this powder first and then go over it with a little bit of this powder to really help brighten that under eye area. So for face powder, again, I have 2 products. One I'm going to use on my filming days and one I'm going to use on my work days. The powder for my filming days is going to be my e.l.f. High Definition Powder in the shade Corrective Yellow, and then my powder during my work days is going to be my NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation in the shade Number 1 Ivory. Also, this shade I have to buy online. This is my last one, and I can start to see the rings in this powder, so I don't want to waste it on my filming days, so that's why I'm going to be using this one, which I really enjoy as well. I'm wearing it today. So those are all of my complexion products. Now onto the cheek products. I'm going to be using the same products that have been in my monthly makeup basket for all of winter with a couple other additions. So first, my Benefit Hoola Bronzer. You guys know I love this. I wear it every day. For my contour, I have NYX Blush in Taupe. For my highlight, I have my MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Superb. And then I have 4 different blushes. First would be the Clinique Cheek Pop in the shade Berry Pop. I have my MAC Blush in Breath of Plum. I have my Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Exposed, and my e.l.f. Powder Blush in the shade Berry Mary. So some more blushes I'll be using this month are going to be from the Tarte Amazonian Clay Pit Up Girl Blush Palette. I really want to get some good use out of this, so I'm going to be using this a lot this month. And also I wanted to show the Tarte Rainforest After Dark palette, which has some eye products and cheek products. I'll be using both this month, but I wanted to show you the cheek products. So we have a nice plummy blush, the highlight shade, and the Park Avenue Princess matte bronzer. So I will be using those 3 cheek products a lot this month as well to really test them out. So now moving on to eyes for primer, I'm going to be using the Milani Shadow Primer. Then I also have 2 bases. They are both Maybelline Color Tattoos. I have the shade Bad to the Bronze and Tough as Taupe. These are bases that I like to use with one of the eye looks I am going to be filming and wearing a lot this month. And of course I also have my go-to singles of Wet n Wild Brulee and Milani Bella Eyes and Bella Cappuccino. I also have my MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NC15 and this other Wet n Wild Brulee, which I use to help clean up the outer edge of my shadow. So I have 3 different shadows that I want to focus on this month and only use these to make sure that I actually use them. So first would be this little e.l.f. custom compact of some Makeup Geek shadows. I have Shimma Shimma, Frappe, Bitten, and Country Girl. I'm going to be doing a review on the Makeup Geek shadows at the end of this month, so I want to make sure that I test them out really well. I am also going to be using the Tarte Rainforest After Dark shadows in this palette, as well as a face product, so I'm going to have a chit chat get ready with me this month using this whole palette, so stay tuned for that. I'm pretty excited about it. And the last palette I will be using is the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Color Tattoos with this. My favorite look is using Tease and YDK. I am going to have a tutorial on that at the end of this month, and I want to play around with the other colors in this palette and give them some love. So those are the 3 shadow palettes that I'm going to be only reaching for this month. And if you guys have seen my makeup collection storage, which I'll have linked down below, I have all my palettes in a drawer, but I decided to put my monthly makeup basket palettes into this little file organizer, which is what I used to keep my palettes in back in the day when I only had a couple. So I put all of those palettes in here on top of my vanity to have them right in front of my face to make sure that I use them. So for eyeliner and mascara, I have my Maybelline Line Stiletto Liquid Liner and my Rimmel Exaggerate Eyeliner in Nude. Then I have 3 mascaras this month, but these are all new to me, which I'm super excited about. First would be the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, which is a little sample size, and this is what the wand looks like. I'm wearing it today, and I love this so far. I definitely see where the hype comes from. The other deluxe sample size I have is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Here's what this looks like. I'm also really enjoying this. I think they work really nicely together. And then I also picked up the Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara. I've only used this once so far, so I can't wait to wear it even more and let you guys know my thoughts on it. And onto lips, I have 6 products that I want to wear. Basically, these are the last of my winter lippies, and I want to make sure I wear them before spring comes along. So the first product I have is the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Angel Food Cake. I think this will pair perfectly with that Tarte Rainforest After Dark palette, so that is when I will be using this gloss. Next, I have a Revlon lip butter in the shade Berry Smoothie, which is one of my absolute favorites. And here's what it looks like, and this is a really nice everyday sheer wash of color, which I love, so I want to make sure I get good use out of this. The next product is a holy grail of mine, is the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain in the shade Crush, which is a really nice burgundy color, and I love the formula of these. I wear this a ton in the winter, so I haven't worn it yet this winter, so I wanted to make sure that I did. And the last 3 products are all NYX Butter lipsticks. As you can see, these are really vampy shades, so again, wanting to wear them this month because I haven't worn them yet this year. The first shade I have is Big Cherry, which is a bright red. I don't wear red too often, so we'll see if I get the guts to wear this. I have more guts wearing a deeper burgundy shade than a bright red, so we'll see. The next shade I have is Hunk, which is a more wearable version of Max Rebel. This was in my 2014 favorites. I loved it a lot at the beginning of the year, so want to get some more use out of that. And then then I also have the shade Licorice, which is a plummy color with a little bit of red tones to it. Really, really pretty, so I want to make sure I wear this one too. So guys, that is my monthly makeup basket. I know I had a ton of things this month, but I'm really excited about it. If you guys film these videos, please link them down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.